With Half-Life was just establishing the company and sort of determining whether or not we could actually make video games at all. Like, my background was operating systems and spreadsheets. Mike Harrington, who was the co-founder, had a similar background. He had a little more game experience than I did. But with Half-Life, we were pretty sure we were going to fail. And then Half-Life was successful. It was like a lot more successful than we had any reason to expect. And now we had to follow it up, right? We didn't want to have a sophomore slump. We didn't want to be a one and done kind of company. So
those are nice glasses. Alexa, what glasses are these? Scan.
A sophomore slump. We didn't want to be a one and done kind of company. So now we had the terrifying obligation to our customers and to our fans to somehow advance our game design skills, our technology, all needed to level up for the second game.
I think a bunch of us were really
He's your dad, he owns Valve, you can get me banned. Why would you do that?
shocked by the success of Half-Life 1. We were this young, unproven company. I don't think any of us really knew what to expect when we finished the game. I remember when
Didn't your dad disown you? Why would he listen to you?
started working on Half-Life 2, we had already set the bar pretty high for ourselves.
So during Half-Life 2, what we were really trying to do is take advantage of the visibility that Half-Life had created for us in the industry to continue to hire the best people that we could find
Hello
in the
Snow,
world.
hello Top Hat, hello
easier.
Bucket,
The bar didn't
hello
get any
Bling.
lower, but the fact that we had, it went from, hey, this weird dude who worked on operating systems wants to convince you he can run a game company.
Oh my goodness, he's moving.
Half-Life
He's on a boat.
who worked on operating systems wants to convince you he can run a game company.
Getting sick watching
Oh,
this.
Half-Life won a bunch of awards, and now they're working on a sequel to that.
It was either my first week or my first day was actually the
Level
going
designer.
away party for Mike Harrington, the co-founder.
Yeah, I came to Valve when it was just tiny. We had, I think, or maybe 10 or so people. Dave and I grew up together in Louisiana, so he and I had always talked about
These
maybe
guys are
starting
cool
a game
because the
company
boats.
At some
Are they all on a boat?
And during Half-Life,
Are they all
that
on a
kinda
boat?
changed to a maybe instead.
They
of
are all
that,
on a boat. The wide shot.
During Half-Life, that kind of changed.
They're all on a boat. Am I gonna get I don't have the YouTube up, but am I gonna get taken down for watching this?
To a maybe instead of that, the dream could be you come and work here at this one, with me.
The Valve boat.
And I interviewed the day that Half-Life went gold, and I took the team photo of.
Yeah, there's like an old photo of
day.
us.
Oh, he took the photo? Oh, wow.
Like a paper mache head crab and everything.
Yeah, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was actually working on a video game concept
Artist.
in high school, and I was seeking a mentor, and I got in touch with Mark Laidlaw at Valve. I guess it was the right time and right place, and quite a bit of luck, and I ended up getting an internship that way. I guess I was 17 at the time.
So you've got a whole company that's familiar with tools and a whole process, and
Sure.
then we just started over. Like, we rebuilt the tools and we rebuilt the engine. So we had this long period of time.
Nike glasses with a white dress shirt over a pink polo shirt. He either dresses himself or he fell through a closet before filming.
Where we could sort of take our time on design.
Oh, he dresses.
And so
no.
we spent a lot of time working on
No,
story.
I think there's a chapter in here called My Stylist.
And just trying to
So that's
figure
like a
out
style.
how to make this thing.
Just try. He's ahead of his time. So just 3 years from now, everybody's gonna be wearing that.
Bigger, like somehow more epic.
Not the Nike glasses though. That's stupid.
Those discussions eventually led to this idea that, so in Half-Life 1, you
Hi,
open this
Mick,
portal, some
hi,
strange
Clager,
rift to another dimension, and we
Clager.
thought, well, what if that broadcasts the signal to the universe that's like, oh,
Can everybody remind me who you are again? Like if I asked every single one of you, who are you again? How would you describe yourselves? Like what would you say to get me to remember who you are? Maybe Top Hat, maybe like, okay, Dino Dance is Snow. I'm the guy you hate. Well, I mean, that doesn't, you're gonna have to narrow it down. You're gonna have to narrow it down. My style is Chet Falasek off his meds. I'm working on a Chet Falasek impression.
there's this planet there.
He's always getting really close to them. He's always really getting really close to his camera and whispering. And then, but it's another here or there. And he's looking away and he's off the camera. So he gets really close and gets really loud. And then he gets really quiet when he looks away.
Free air and water. And so then we sort of came up with this idea of
free air and
well,
water?
This mega organization that's resource starved, and they're just going to come and take it if they can.
They're going to what?
How many years passed between? 6?
Yeah.
So I would say the first 2 years,
I'm Clager.
A lot of
Oh, I remember.
And a lot of those.
Not that I forget who you guys are. I was going to make a joke like, who are you again? But then I thought, if I did forget everybody, how would you remind me? Just a thought experiment.
That we had initially didn't have really any carryover from Black Mesa or any of that.
There was originally going to be
I remember everyone
different alien
all the
races,
time.
like the
I'm very
bugs
good with
or
names. In
religious
fact, so many
ones,
people
and
from the YouTube, what am I looking at? So many people from the YouTube chat come in and say, this is not my name. Please call me this name instead. Like, I'm not Roly Poly 3000. That's my mom's account. My name is Clarice.
the antlions actually came out of that bug race that was supposed to be a much bigger part of the game.
It had 3 alien races: the warrior aliens, the insect aliens, and the spy.
I'm the guy who wouldn't bother trying to remind you who I am.
Aliens. And it had like a Prague-like city, which
That
ended up
doesn't
being
help.
the closest.
That doesn't help.
17.
In a lot of ways, it reminds me of writing music. You know, everyone was sort of riffing ideas on, well, what if we did this or tried that? I remember we were really ambitious at the beginning. I remember we designed, 4 cities at one point? Prague.
What are they doing? So what's your
Jerusalem,
process here? Let's skip raising the bar.
Chicago,
Forget that. Performance, no.
Los
Physics,
Angeles, I
no.
believe we had
The
an
lawsuit,
Arctic
oh
base,
my
an
goodness.
underwater base,
Malcompliance.
an icebreaker ship,
The hack. They got
an airplane
hacked.
sequence that
My
crashed
goodness.
into a high-rise, which we cut right after 9/11. We had several combine bases
Bleh.
in the wasteland. We had
Oh, that's a good little piece of art here. Wow. I'll put that on my wall. Hi there. I will be here for a short time, then I will leave. I hope you can handle Donut Men without me. I can't. But let me show you what I did. Now that if you're only going to be here for a short second. I just did a little polishing. Nintendo DS Chill Mix. Now. All right, where is that? There it is. I was uploaded 6 days ago. Now here's my problem. I switched this. Never mind. I don't have that problem. It's not a problem. There we go. Okay, so this is my showcasing music. Here we are in the Sugar Glider land. I fixed the issue with the little lean animator where he would, bend his body weight too much forward and back and flip and clip inside the ground, so that's fixed. I fixed a bug where you would just jump and then he would like glitch on the edge and he'd think he jumped like 4 times. No good, but now it works. Just when you run up to a wall and try to jump up, it works as expected. It's smooth. Is this this is real. You can hold left bumper and you can aim, and then you can place down a little donut man. Now I stopped the donut man from running off the cliff. I just made them raycast forward, and if they found like no ground in front of them, then they just turn around. And so far it's been, there's really no, like there has been no case where they just accidentally fall in the water. So the system seems to be perfect. Also made it so their footsteps fade a little quicker, because you could hear their footsteps from a million miles away, but now you can't. Hey guys! I love this song for this game. There's gotta be a song like this in the game with a bunch of little donut men running around. Smack with a hammer? They don't have any, they have nothing right now when it comes to getting smacked with the hammer. But I can add that for sure. What do the donut men do? Nothing. They just run around right now. Yeah, they're little Cheerios. But they're not completely helpless. They can drop on off of short areas. No problem. Let's go up this ramp. Whee! And we can hop into the water. As you can see, we have the nice splishy splashy waves. Water works. It's like a video game. And then we can drop in donut dudes in the water too, and they can swim just like you do. So that's nice for them. The hammer is the Honey Nut Cheerio wand. It is. And this is the milk. They're making the milk now. I made it so you can drop, you can place objects like off of cliffs like this. Before it would have a red X, like you can't place that there. Are you insane? Are you stupid? No. Not anymore though. You can now place it in the water. I just thought that amount of freedom would be better. So I dropped them off the edge here into the water. You can watch them splash in and watch them swim out to the ocean. So that's fun. Now add multiplayer? I don't think I'm ever gonna do that. Whenever this one's not a multiplayer game. They're like me on Fent. You go swimming? Put one in the ocean and see where he goes. There you go. They're so realistic. Yeah. You can put one here. He won't go into the ocean though, because he knows better than that. Although, if you let's see, how do I? Okay. Hold on. Ow. There we go. They will accidentally fall into the pool if it's a shallow pool. They'll just walk in there. They don't care. It's not life-threatening for them. I don't have a way for them to get out of the water though, which could be a problem, but that could also be a interesting strategy for certain enemies. Certain enemies can swim. Some of them drown. Some of them can swim but can't get out of the water. Some of them can swim and they can jump out of the water. We have options here. So they're making milk. So if I put enough in there, it's gonna lag and crash my game. Crash my computer probably. But they really are like Cheerios in milk in a bowl of cereal. And I scoop them out with my... Oh, I wish I had a little scooper to pick them up. That would be funny actually if I had a scoop. And then I could like lift them and they start wiggling around. But that's not, I don't think that's really what this game is about. I'd rather just destroy them. Okay, I've got too many people in here now. But there it is. It's pretty clean, pretty smooth, and pretty fun. It's pretty fun so far to do that. Now today, I should try to, 1 second. I can't think. Bling, can you stop restarting your game or whatever's going on? Thanks. You're leaving. Good luck with your okay. Bye, Mr. Power Up. Have fun. Have fun somewhere else. What is the ball? What ball? Oh, that ball? That's just a 3D model. I think it's there. It's like a default Unity thing to showcase like the reflections or something. Ray tracing. It's like a shiny ball though. Looks good. Unity, good job. It looks good. Boom, I'm going crazy on this game. It's so smooth too. All right, and then you get up here and then the camera zooms out so you can get a nice little look at what you've done. Make it act like a donut man. Just slap their scripts on it. What, this thing? Just have a bunch of these running around? Let's see. I'll just add this to their script, add to this to their model. For fun. There we go. And then we'll just hide the guy. There we go. Now we can have a bunch of these guys running around. Great idea. For some reason, it seems like a game like this. This seems like a PlayStation 5 game with all these little guys running around. This is definitely Astrobot-esque. This is very Astrobot-y. Let's put these guys in the water. You're so reflective. Yes. Spawn campfires so you can self-immolate. Oh, yeah. Immolate? Self-immolate? I don't wanna ask what that means, but I don't know what that means exactly. Immolate. Does that mean yeah, it is a good thing? Is self-immolate a good thing? Immolate is what emulators do. Like, oh, they emulate. They immolate stuff. Okay. Spontaneous combustion. Oh, okay. On the self. Spontaneous combustion of the self. Don't listen to Mick. Okay. Yes, sir. Wee. 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 Okay, so now I'm gonna do for controllers. I'm gonna do a little something for controller users. Put a little cooldown on it. Lucy, hey, hi. You want to see the game I'm making? It's awesome. So people can play on Steam Deck? Yeah. For the old broken controller users, I'm going to do a can add a little float here. Last object place time equals -1,000,000. And then update placement? No. How do I? Yes, if we, okay, yes. If we hit the place object and time.time is greater than last object place time plus 0.1f, just a little cooldown because my controller is a little broken. This song is louder than the rest. Let's put it back to the first one. I love the first one. My controller is a little broken, so it has like the shortest amount of time in the world where it just double clicks for some reason. So this is just for me and people like me. Last object place time equals time.time. Okay, now, Lucy, check this out. You have one of those broken controllers or a Steam Deck? I'm gonna be honest with you. This might self-immolate your Steam Decks if you play on it, this game on it. I'm just gonna make the game and have it run on. My goal is to have it run 60 FPS on a crappy computer that I have. Not this one, but a different one. That's my testing. That's my benchmarking thing. But I'm not shooting for Steam Deck or Nintendo Switch. That would be cool if it could, but that's not my goal. I really only care if it runs on PC. Now, where was I at? Yes, I have to get rid of this ball because this is not good to have. Okay, check out the game. Here we have Project Sugar Glider 2024 as of November 15th, day of the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Here we go. We have the game. We can run around. We can hop in the ocean. We can swim. We can jump, we can dive, we can roll, we can dive out of a roll. We have a hammer. We have a hammer. We can roll and dive, and we can roll and hammer, and we can roll and hammer and wall jump and hit the wall, and jump and dive and hit the wall. But what I worked on recently is this little aiming system where you can aim and look around and place a little donut man. That vast empty ocean is something I see in my dreams very often. It is endless, by the way. This is an endless ocean. Is this going to be a YouTube video? Probably. I'll just clip what I did and then upload it as the next devlog. You can place a bunch of donuts. They're pretty cool. And you can also drop the donut mans. Right now they have the wander script on where they're just wandering around. I made it so they stop. They'll turn around. They have the same movement as me and animations. Lovecraftian ocean. Yes, it goes on forever. You can also drop the donut guys in the water with you if you want. If you're lonely, they swim too. I did something the other day where I got I just like swimming in the water, so because you go around with the waves. You can ride a wave and bounce into the water and bounce out. So I thought, this ocean is endless. So what's stopping me from just, going on forever? And I thought, why not? Why don't I just go forever and never come back? and just go and go and go. And then I looked back and I thought, oh my goodness, that looks so cool with the fog and everything in the ocean. And then I said, I'm lonely out here, so I said, let's put my donut dude in here to keep me company. Then he swam away. He just swam away. How many sugar gliders have you lost in the ocean? Too many to count. This game is based on a true story. Are there eldritch gods in the depths? I'm planning on it. What about whales? You mean like the location? The country of Wales? Yeah, it's over there if you just keep going forever. It's like based on the real world, so the ocean is huge. But eventually you'll find it's a map of the world pretty much. That would be insane though. If I use like Google Maps or something and actually transpose the Google Maps world into this, and it's a literal globe-trotting sugar glider adventure, that would be insane and impossible, but that would be crazy. If he always gets a new sugar glider when he loses one in the ocean, then it sounds like he's just feeding the ocean sugar gliders. Somebody's gotta feed those sharks. That would be a really neat apple egg. Apple, what? It's doable? You have no idea how ginormous it is actually. Yeah, no, it's... I don't like to walk across the street. It's too far. You know what I mean? Me and my friend have been traveling in Street View from Portugal to East Russia. That'll run at 60 FPS on your crappy PC for sure. If it's done correctly, of course. It can be done. If it's all just a PNG. And if it's all faked. You know, it doesn't have to be actually real. It just has to appear to be real. And then eventually, some days when you're just in the ocean, you'll stumble upon a donut man. And whenever you see a donut man in the water, you know there's land nearby, because a donut man always swims near land. That's where a sugar glider died. Whenever you see a donut man, you know that's where a sugar glider died. Because when you spawn in a donut man, they can't stray too far. Eventually, if they get far enough, they try to go back home to where they spawned in originally. See, he'll go out, and then you'll see him kind of go too far, and then want to come back to where he nearly spawned in. So he'll stay in this area, and the two donut men shall never meet. There was a guy who showed me a game he made where you drive on the Google Maps. Is it any good? Donut Man is the cryptid of Project Sugar Glider. What's that? You're gonna have to explain that. Guys, too many uncommon words today. Can we keep it common? Hashtag keep it common. A love story between two donut men who can never meet, for their homes are just barely too far. That is sad. Yeah, pretty nice. He told me to name a city and he put it there and drove around. Oh, wow. Are the car physics good? Because I don't want to play if the car physics aren't good. Oh, but we have more than just ocean. We also have a little pool here. Little pool in here. And we can also have lakes, I guess. Zookvink, hey! Multiple donut men. Yes, there are a lot of donut men around here. And you can spawn in. I read that as you kunk. You kunk. 1984. Good to see you again. What's going on? How are you? Did he rob a casino? What are you talking about? Brokeback Donut? I haven't seen that movie. Even though it stars Joker and Son of Joker. And real life Son of Joker. Anyway, today, I'm not sure exactly what I should be working on next, but maybe I can have a system. Maybe I can create some UI so I can switch between different spawns, so I can, you know, spawn in a dude, and then maybe come up with some sort of system to delete dudes. Can we make a second dude too? Yeah, we'll make a second dude. We'll make a second dude. We'll make a way to despawn dudes. What are the dudes for? Well, in this game, the dudes are mainly for combat. So you'll come up to an area like this and you'll see a couple dudes. Maybe not this many dudes, but you'll see a couple dudes here. And then they'll start coming after you to attack you. Now, the thing is, your hammer is not strong enough to kill anything. You can do this to knock them back, maybe, like knock them on their butts, but you can't really kill them that way. So what you need to do is spawn your own dudes, B, and then watch your dudes kill these dudes. It's dudes. It's the combat is dude v dude. You should call them dude nuts. It's going to be in the next stream, Next Fest. When is it? Is it in 10 years from now? Then maybe. So Sugar Glider is an RTS now? Amazing. Well, I wanted to, oh, it's starting to lag. There's too many dudes. It's dudes all the way down. You think once a year? Okay. Did it happen this year already? Maybe I'll do Next Fest. Anyway, so you spawn a couple dudes in, and they fight for it. I wanted a game where you can spawn in like platforms and stuff like that, but I realized it's not gonna work out because The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, they were right on one thing. Zelda can't jump and Zelda can't attack. Her main mechanic is placing stuff down that helps her reach higher places and helps her fight enemies. Now, my game's a platformer, you see. Ow! My game is a platformer, you see. This is a bug. I'm supposed to be able to place dudes up here. My game's a platformer, so I can't really place more platforming. And then also, if you're platforming, and then you have to place something down to continue your platforming, it kind of interrupts the flow. So I was thinking just your combat. Just your combat is spawning in these little dudes. So you are a platforming little guy who has to run around, and when he encounters violence, he needs to spawn in some helpers. Meanwhile, you have to kind of stay alive during the battle because a lot of these helpers will create, you know, hazards for you, environmental hazards. They'll leave lava behind, or they'll leave bombs behind, or they'll try to run at you with an axe and try to chop your head off or something, or shoot at you with a gun. You know, they're going to be doing all sorts of different stuff. So you need to bring your gun guy in and shoot them in the head with a gun before they shoot you in the head with a gun. Is that like Pikmin? Maybe. Pikmin's kind of slow. I really got the inspiration from Elden Ring, the summons. That's one of my favorite mechanics of Elden Ring is the little summons. I love bringing in little dudes to help fight for you and just see how well they do. Most of them suck, but it is fun to just see how these two different NPCs fight each other. As you can see, also when you're running around, your character looks ahead of where you're running, which is very Mario-esque. I thought I'd never be able to do that, but here I am. The French soap game. I don't know what the French soap game is. Is there going to be a limit on how many of one dude you can make, like in Zelda? Yes, but I don't like the way Zelda does it. In this game, it's going to be a collect-a-thon. So let's say we go up here and collect a Donut Man. We collected the Donut Man. Now we can spawn in exactly one Donut Man. A maximum of one Donut Man. When that one Donut Man dies, you can spawn him in again. It doesn't take away your collectible. It just says, okay, you can spawn in one Donut Man. But let's say we go into the water, and there's another Donut Man collectible here. We collect it. Now we can spawn in a maximum of 2 Donut Men at a time. So it's going to be balanced in that way, where you can... I think maybe there'll be a maximum of 10 NPCs you can spawn in at any given time. But you'll be able to, you know, build your team. You collect 3 Donut Men, you spawn in 3 Donut Men. You collect a Goomba, you'll be able to spawn in 3 Donut Men and a Goomba. So the more you explore, the more men and little men's and women you'll be able to spawn in. It's called Tinykin. What's Tinykin? Tinykin. Oh, this is kind of newer. Tinykin. It's a French soap game. It's about soap? And you have little guys? The game's about soap? Is that why he's in a bubble? He's got pink and blue hair. Pink on the top, blue underneath. How did he do that? The graphics are impossible. Okay. That's a lot of little dudes. Oh, he's throwing little dudes. Okay. Now, this is what I don't like. This is exactly what I don't like. He's using the little dudes to platform, to build kind of, or like, you know, solve puzzles and do, I don't know if I want any of that to be going on in my game. I kind of just want them for combat. Pikmin if it was cool? Pikmin is cool. Oh my goodness, there's a little restaurant in that guitar. Wow, you really move fast though. This does combine platforming and a bunch of little dudes. He's a soap surfer. The biggest problem with this type of game is the tediousness. Because when you have to do this with these little dudes, you kind of understand what you need to do already. And then you just come up to I don't know. I think it has something to do, it probably has something to do with the level design in a lot of indie games where it's just not that interesting. You kind of know what to do, you just have to do it, you know what I mean? And it's not really a challenge, it just takes time. I don't want my game to be, I don't want my game to be tedious. I don't want my game to be tedious in any way. Micah. How are you, Micah? Welcome to my game. This is what I've been working on. You can spawn in little donut men. Right now they just kind of wander around and do nothing. But you can spawn them in quickly. And you don't really need to worry about exactly where to spawn them in. You just gotta spawn them in. And then they'll take care of the rest. It's more about who you choose and not really where you put them as much. And who you combine them with. Yes, donut or Cheerio. If you come up here, they're Cheerios. If you come into the milk bowl, they're Cheerios. They'll swim around in here. And they'll make milk. I like putting 1,000 of them in here. There we go. So it's like a deck builder, and you pick up donut men like cards and build synergies? Yeah, kinda. I guess all along I've been making deck builders, but I never really played a deck builder until a couple months ago when UFO 50 came out and Party House was released. That's the first deck builder I've ever played, but I guess I've been trying to make a deck builder my whole life. But yeah, just gotta create, synergies. That's a good way to put it. Did somebody say party? Are there going to be other food men? Probably not. And the donut people are probably not going to be around either. Basically, I'm going to be creating different sized cubes with legs and then figuring out their story later and who they are and what they do later. The donut men are cool, I guess. I guess if you have a low bar, if you have low standards, sure, I guess they're cool. I'm not sure if removing the donut men are the right move. I think it is. I don't see why not. They keep pushing me around. Gotta go already, unfortunately. It's getting late. Going hiking in the morning. Oh, wow. It's getting late already. Okay. See you later, Lucy. You need to add the wizard inmate. Make pyramid men. Saves 2 polys. I guess. I like one donut man type leaving a trail of gasoline and another donut man type being on fire and walking over the gasoline. Yeah, you could cause some sort of chaos like that. Or just an idea that I had, an enemy that just picks up stuff, puts it inside of his gun and shoots it somewhere. So that could be interesting. Just little guys that have their own special unique mechanic that really changes up the fight. An enemy that bites you and won't let go, maybe. How was that French dip yesterday? I got the French dip and they forgot the dip with it. So it was just a French. Sad. It was sad. But yeah, Zoukvink. What's a French? I don't even know. Without the French dip, it's just, I don't know. So just a dry beef sandwich. Yeah, it was a dry beef sandwich, but the meat was good. The meat was good. The bread was good. Everything on it was pretty good, though. I had a chipotle mayo sauce or whatever. Yeah, I just had a French person pretty much because without the dip, it's just a human creature. A human creature. So is it a croque, monsieur? What is that? I'm just gonna Google that and look at images. Go straight to images. No, it's not. It's a French dip, please. It's a French dip is a French dip. This is what it was. Something like this. Um, something like this. Something like this. Something like this, but no dip. But thank goodness. Thank goodness. What do you dip it in? I don't know. Some sort of, it's like a gravy or something. Some kind of gravy. But they didn't give me the dip, unfortunately. And I'll be talking about that for weeks. And I won't shut up about it because it's had a big impact on me. It looks incredible. It does. Especially the one filled with cheese. Yeah, mine had cheese. Mine had melted provolone. But I also had it Togo style. I thank God I had it Togo style. So mine as this pretty much. It's the beef. This looks like maybe not that one. It looks more like the meat looked more like no. What did the meat look like? The meat wasn't like this. They had a different meat. Yeah, it was more like this, I guess. Oh, it was more like this type of meat. It was almost like processed a little bit. I don't know, like more like sliced. It wasn't like thick steak like some of these. But it was good. It was thicker. It was probably more like this. Maybe not processed, just sliced like that. Then it had the provolone, of course. You have to have the provolone melted. And then I had it Togo style, which I think saved it. And it had a chipotle mayo, and it had a pepperoncini, and lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper. Oh, the meat is the beef. Yeah. Send one my way too. Yeah, it was good. I'm definitely getting it again next time. But next time I'm gonna beg and plead for the dip, the actual dip that goes with it. Because that maybe it'll change my life, I'm not sure. Maybe it'll change my life, I'm not sure. I do not know. Okay, let's get it. Can I get a to-do list going? How do I add text? Text. Get my to-do list going here. Right, now. That's good. Now, to do. What's something I needed to do? Right. Switch. New enemy. Make a new enemy type. Switch. Enemies. Oh, switch objects. Wait, switch object. Yeah, just switch objects. Objects. Give sugar glider health. Make hammer do damage. Maybe I'll give the sugar glider health first. Add generic health. Give sugar glider a gun. Add make to-do list. Delete button. Oh yeah. Switch objects. Delete dudes. Delete enemies that you spawn in. Add generic health. Add new enemy type. Switch objects. Delete enemies. I'll do this. Make hammer do something. The fact that there's people out there that have never had a French dip is wild to me. Why? I've never even heard of a French dip. Is this thing off the screen? Why? There we go. That's a nice little place right there for it. Boom. Right there. I love that location. Hammer. Ham. Ham. Ham dip. Didn't know what it was until Nanako wouldn't stop complaining about it yesterday. I've never even heard of it. Okay, so today's to-do list, add generic health, which I think is, I can get these done real fast. Make hammer do something, add new enemy type, switch objects, delete enemies. Switch selected object. Delete placed enemies. Maybe not delete, but despawn or remove. I'll just tell myself to create new enemy type. Okay. That looks like a great to-do list. Let's see if any of it, and I mean any of it at all, gets done. And I mean even the easiest stuff. You guys live under the same rock. Yeah, they do. I mean, we do. Hashtag we do. No way you can't make HP. I'm gonna make HP, and I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make HP, and I'm gonna put 3 little hearts, just like in Big Hops, in the top left corner. Now I'm wondering, Mario he gets hit, and then he kind of like freezes and stuff, and sometimes he gets bumped. I wonder, how does Mario get damage? Mario should get shot? I've done it before. I've done a lot before. Yo, been a couple weeks since I last saw a live stream from you. Hey, Thakir. Sunday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, I'm making a game today. I think last time you tuned in was for Party House? Oh, how the times have changed. He looses pies of the wheel. What does that mean? Mario should get shot. That's Bling. Bling hates Mario. Loses? Oh, he loses pies of the wheel. Oh, yes. That's Mario's little visual, but I wonder what happens, like, what happens to Mario physically? If he runs into, like, I don't know. I guess different types of damage do different things. Like, sometimes he'll just run into something, and then it'll go, but he'll keep running and just be invincible for like a second or two. And then sometimes, yeah, on the lava, he bounces up, and then he'll, you know, just keep bouncing into the lava. And then there's also the, I think there's stuff where he gets hit and he gets bumped onto his butt. Does he ever get hit and get bumped onto his butt? Like this? Like a bump? Like if something hits him, and he just sits down for a second and then he has to run away. There are zappy things too that electrocute him. Oh, that's true. Electrocution. Yeah, it also happens if he dives into a wall. That's when he dives into a wall, but I think there's stuff that hits him. When something hits him... Something hits him, and then... I was thinking maybe it could be kind of like... I don't know what it could be. Should I have like a little thing that freezes them into place? The thumper also makes him flat. Oh, that's true. It flattens him. I don't want to add like a million different things. It would be great to just have one, like watching him suffer. Just for now, just have one, because, you know, just for scope sake. I don't want to have a million different things. But maybe I can program it in a way where it's possible to have different effects. I love this hammer move. Does any other game have that hammer move where it like catches the lip and brings you up? I'm also thinking, when should I release a demo of this? I feel like he needs more moves before I release a demo. Even without the combat, just like a platforming demo. I'm not sure. I cut him into pieces, okay? A lot of this would need to be added when you make an enemy that can even do it. Well, no, I'm adding health first. So it's something to think about when I'm adding health, you know? Because when you take damage, what happens? What happens? Does he freeze for a second and becomes invisible but keeps going but stays in the running state? Is it like Dark Souls where if you get hit or damaged, you kind of just keep going if it didn't break your poise or whatever? If it's not like a stun lock thing. I was thinking maybe it could just be like a little screen shake, and then your character can like bleed or something, or I don't know. Just download it from Mix Ammo. Aqua gets it. Welcome to Twitch side, Aquagus. Thanks for tuning in on the Twitch side. Having different effects is easy. It just takes time to create the individual effects. That's where the workload would be, especially if you want keyframe animations for each effect. Yeah, I'm also thinking it gets a little complicated for me because I have my normal movement state where I'm walking around and then I'm jumping. And if I'm walking around and I get hit, does it go into a different state? It would have to go into like a hit stun state, right? Maybe I can have a... Well, yeah. And then the hit stun state would have to have, like, gravity. Which is easy. I can add gravity. And then when you stun somebody, you can just have it send in and say, you know, how long are they stunned for? Can they exit the stun mid-air? Is there gravity for this stun? Oh, yeah, that could work. Send them to the stun state. Send him to the stun state. And then send in specific stun data for every attack. For every different type of attack. Including an animation, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. It should be... But to be honest, for a proper project, you want to have a state machine for player actions anyway. Yeah, I have a state machine for the different states that he's in. Like, I'm in the movement state, and then when I'm falling, I'm in the falling state. It's a completely different state. And then as soon as I land, it goes back to the movement state. I jump, that's a jumping state. So it's completely different logic for every single type of movement, I guess. Are we still dipless? We are, in fact, still dipless, yes. Unfortunately, the French dip was received yesterday, and they did not include the dip with it. So they have yet to remedy it. And I wouldn't even accept a dip because I've already finished the sandwich. It's just French. Yeah, sad. Because then if they just send the dip, then what am I gonna dip in the dip? I have no French. I would just have the dip part, so that's unfortunate. So I don't know. They should make my sandwich free after that, I think. But you could also do a very simple overlay effect, like changing the scale or flashing model visibility. Then the effect can be played without interrupting any state/action. That would be nice. But that would be good. That's a good idea. Zuckvink. I don't know. How do I do an overlay effect like that on just the character? I don't know how to do. I'm not a shader guy. I'm not an art visual guy. I don't know any of that. So I'd have to do just placeholder stuff in the meantime. What does this world come to? I don't know. It's gone downhill. Just drink the dip? Thank you, Ima.
Ima_TV just bite Amy a burrito.
Thank you for just biting Amy burrito. They will combine in your stomach. No, I've already digested it. I've already digested the French yesterday. It's long gone. Amy needs it. Yeah, I know. Amy's hungry. Overlay as in it can be played over any current animation/state. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Bucket just is now followed you.
I mean, okay, without interfering. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what I see what you mean. I think I see what you mean. They should give you $40. Yeah, they should. They should make you the CEO after that. I know. Thank you. Animation mixing? I don't know. I'm using Animancer. You know what stinks about Animancer? They're no longer updating it until I buy it again, because Animancer version 8.0, you have to buy it again because it's so different and so amazing. And I refuse to buy it. I refuse to buy it again. That's messed up. I bought the Ragdoll animator, and they updated it to version 2, and they deleted the old asset off the store, and they added the new asset on the store. And they gave it away free to everyone who bought the first version. Now that's good. That's good. Just something to make the character bounce by animating the model scale or something. Oh, I see what you mean. Don't interfere with the state of animation, so it's like an overlay. Oh, okay, I see. I have that for when I land. I do a little boom, a little squish when I land, so. Good idea. Just a little, I could shake the model, you know? Should have at least called it Animancer 2. Yeah. So I'm done with Animancer because I ain't buying that again. Already been bought. I saved up years to buy the first Animancer, and then I did, and now it's like it doesn't even count. It's like they don't even care. They don't even care about the little people. They should give you a free dip if you go back and complain. Yeah, but the dip comes with it. The dip comes with it. This is honestly the first thing I've been recommended of yours, but the gameplay is way too smooth to not sub. Heavy Super Mario Sunshine vibes that I love. Thank you, Castle Racing. Thank you. I make devlogs of this game, but this is the best it's looked so far. I'll hop in the water for you. We've got water, too. We can swim. I just added this in 2 days ago. Still working on it, but, you know, you can sit and float. You can also bring in, you can also spawn in your little donut dudes in here and have them swim. So, yes, it's kind of a cool little feature there. And I am inspired by Mario Odyssey because and most of the 3D Mario games because of the weightiness of Mario. He's like a little bowling ball with legs. And a lot of 3D platformers See how slow he starts off? That's how slow Mario starts off. But because he's a little bowling ball, he takes a little time to get going, and it's it's tough to turn him because he just feels thick and weighty. He feels heavy. But the moves he does allows you to move and control them. And I think other 3D platformers don't quite have that. Gotta head out for now. Beautiful, fantastic, orgasmic, awe-inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll see you later, Castle Racing. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for tuning in. He's a chunky boy. Yes, I'm always talking about this, but he's just orgasmic donut man. Exactly. And you can go up this ramp as well. Whee! Yeah, that's I'm always talking about the weightiness. A lot of people try to. There's a lot of Mario Odyssey. I mean, not a lot, but there's a few Mario Odyssey clones where they and also Mario 64 clones where they're ripping off all the moves, but they're forgetting the weightiness. They're forgetting the weightiness of Mario. So a lot of those moves don't really matter because of how light the character feels, and you kind of just move him anywhere. I don't know. It's like it's too easy. Mario is not that easy to control. When you really play, Mario Kart is kind of tricky to master. Mario Odyssey, it's kind of tricky to master, especially Mario 64. That's like, I don't know, it takes some skill. I mean, anybody can play because the levels are so easy, but mastering the movement is so, it's like, it takes a little bit of effort. Are you saying weightiness or weightiness? Weightiness. Like you have to wait for him to speed up? Yeah, there's a weightiness to him. You have to wait for him to speed up. I figured out. I'm sure every single one of you have seen the devlog on it, but the Scooby run really helps a lot because that weightiness, that slow start that he has, it feels awful when there's no Scooby run because there's no feedback. You're just moving, and then it's just very slow to start and very slow to build up speed. But because of the Scooby run, you get instant feedback, and he's running at top speed, but he's not going anywhere. But you have that instant feedback. Same thing when he has a slower turn. He has a slightly slower turn. It's not exact. But what makes it feel responsive is that he turns his head immediately. When you turn the thumbstick, he turns his head immediately, but then his body follows. So it feels responsive even though he's dragging behind a little bit. And that gives him that feeling of weightiness. Like you're pulling a string. Like you're pulling a string and that string moves immediately, but that bowling ball takes a little time to drag across, you know what I mean? I'm leaving in half an hour to see Mike Tyson punch. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to watch that or not. Do you think it's going to be real? If I want to watch that, then I'm going to be ending stream also to go see Mike Tyson punch. But I don't know if it's going to be real. I don't know if it's just going to go down and it's not wrestling, it's punching. I know, but it's, you know what I mean? A lot of people are saying it's just for show. It's just for show. He's going to go in there. He's not going to try very hard. They're going to get winded after one round and then drag it out. And, you know, it's not really going to be Mike Tyson trying to kill Jake Paul or Jake Paul trying to kill Mike Tyson. It's just more of a, I don't know. They're putting on a show more than a real fight. And that's the rumor going around. Wrestling is a fake one. I've heard one of them dies in the end. Really? You don't know which one. If it is real, I think it would be a massacre. We'll see. We'll see. You know, Mike Tyson's getting up there in age. He is old. You know what I mean? And once you reach that age, you do just start to slow down. You know, you become a little weaker. But then again, is Jake Paul any good of a fighter? I don't even know. I don't know anything about him as a fighter man. So, okay, let me get, let me go to, okay, damage. It's a damage caster. Let me go to my health script. Wait, let me create it. What is this? Health? Where should this go? Organization wise, where does this go? You know, I'm gonna put it in character. I'm gonna go into character and put a generic. I have a script that I made already for generic health, which should save me some time by doing everything for me. But don't rest assured. I did write this script. This script myself, so it's not cheating too badly. There we go. Let's see. Where is this script? Generic. I have generic health. Okay. Let's put generic health in here. Okay. I've heard one of them dies in the end. Okay, right. Right. I've seen that. Right. Okay. It'd probably be a different between what? It'd probably be a different between getting hit by a truck to getting hit by a car. He might hurt more in his prime, but it still hurts a lot. Okay. I've never been hit by either yet. I'm planning on it. I'm going to take next week off of streaming to get hit by a truck or car. So we have generic health. Let's go to my character, if you don't mind. Go to my character again, if you don't mind. Right above the object placer, if you don't mind. Let's... Hello? It refuses. Okay. Can I move this up? Move up. Thank you. Generic health, max health. Holy moly. Let's see. Let's go for 6. Generic health. Now, what are we looking at in generic health? Health, we have health, max health, is dead, the start position, the start rotation, and there's a respawn. Oh, that's nice. On death, we respawn. Oh, okay, so on death, I see it sets us active to false, and then we respawn after 4 seconds just for fun. That's just a test. Let's do this here. Public bool respawn time equals 10 seconds. Sorry, not bool. What am I doing? Respawn time. You know, I was gonna do a bool for. You know, I'll do a bool. Public bool respawn equals by default true, sure, and then if respawn, then invoke the respawn with the respawn time. That makes for a slightly more customizable generic health script, good for testing, I think. It's not too bad. A truck would be worse. You know, I see a lot of people getting hit by a car and they're fine. So, so I don't know. All right, so we have generic health. Now let's put generic health on all of those little turds. You've been hit by 7 cars. That's crazy. Donut guy, let's put some generic health on you. You have a health of 1 and you respawn. You do not respawn. You die forever. Let me go back into here. Public bool. Let's see. This is using lean pool equals false. Okay. If we're using lean pool, then I see. If we're using lean pool, okay. If we're respawning, if we respawn. Now, if, what am I doing? If, get out of here. If, using lean pool, I just want to make sure I don't crash anything or make anything have any bad errors. If we're not using lean pool, then just disable. If we are using lean pool, then lean.pool.leanpool.despawn us. Let's despawn us. And if we're not using lean pool, then just set the game object active false. No! If we're not using lean pool, then just despawn us no matter what. Whoops. Okay. Because we're dead. Now, if we can respawn, then let's invoke the respawn. I'm so lost now, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's see. If we're not respawning, we just want to die. And we just want to die only if we are using lean pool. Okay, so if we don't respawn and we just die, then let's just despawn us from the pool if we're using lean pool. If we're not using lean pool, then we're just going to be this is bad. Whatever, but it works. I'm confused. I don't know how it works anymore. Whatever. You've been hit by 7 cars at the same time? It squeezed you like a tube of toothpaste? Wow. Can't even imagine the logistics of that. Maybe they dropped on him. 6 would be easy enough, 1 from each side, but 7. Maybe he's talking about like Hot Wheels. This one's using lean pool, and they do not respawn. Okay, they have a max health of 1. So now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can kill these guys, and they will just die. I can spawn them in and kill them. That would be a great... Oh, that's a good way to get rid of their people. Come back here. Ah! Okay. That's actually a better way to do that. That's a great idea. Use the hammer. Use your hammer to kill your dudes. To get rid of them. And then you can hold like the left trigger and then just press a button to get rid of all of them. All right, let's see. The hammer attack state, it needs to also check for creatures. Okay, play maximized. 7 Hot Wheels would make way more sense, yeah. But somebody had a handful of Hot Wheels and just threw them at Bling's head. And it made the sound of like an empty tin can when it hit him because there's nothing in there. There we go, gone. That's crazy. Whee! Wait, that's weird. I used this guy to... I missed. You had to do it perfect. Woo, there we go. But you can use him, and that doesn't kill him. Hey! Wait, what? Why won't you die? Why won't you die? He's immortal. I know. Why won't he die? You got dinner? What are you eating? The chosen donut. I wonder what happened to him. Let me try again. He did not want to die. Chonut? Conut? Okay. That guy dies. Dead. Dead. And dead. Okay. Oh, look at him go. What happened? Oh, I see. Wait a second. They're already dead, I think. I spawned in a guy who already died and then respawned. I see. So, public void setup. Let's put everything in here. Setup, and then on awake, we'll do setup. And then actually, you know, not on awake, just on enable. On enable, we'll call setup. That seems nice. You got bratwurst and pierogies and beans. Wow. What's a pierogi? I love beans. Do I look like Google? Hey Google, what's a pierogi? Oh no, I forgot to buy beans today. Oh, it's a dumpling for white people. Polish people. They're white. They are not all white. All right. Okay, here we go. Spawn in the donuts. Kill them. Smash them. Wait, that's kind of tricky. Ooh. Headshot. Okay, they're all dead. Now bring in a bunch more. That's a problem, but... Hey, why aren't... Hey! Oh, it's not doing the respawn. Wait, health equals max health. Setup. Okay, let's just do is dead equals false. Oops. Is dead equals false. And then set their position to that. No, don't do that. And then on respawn, do setup. Respawn is never being called, but we do need to call it. And then do is dead equals false. Set the health to the max health. And then, but only when we respawn, we do our regular setup. No, we don't. Because then we have to do the start position, which is not correct. Let's, okay, set up the, okay. Move us to that location, then do the setup, then set us active to true when we respawn. Yep, definitely. They arise from the earth, for their business was not yet finished. That's true. That's definitely true. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think the hammer ground normal attack, I think the slam radius needs to be bigger. Just because, why not? Just to make it easier to hit these guys. Because now I know your hammer doesn't do much damage. Let's just increase your hammer shouldn't do any damage actually. It should just respawn your dudes. I mean despawn your dudes. There we go, that's easier. Don't have to be very accurate. Okay, spawn them back in. Of course, those guys are set. There you go, and they can die again. Okay. They still spawn in weirdly, but whatever. That's fine. I think it's maybe because... Okay, hold on. Movement state. I'm going to go back to the movement state. And I'm going to do... on enable. Oh, yeah. On enable. Hey. When do I do this? That's on enable. Wait a second. Check ground loops state. This could give me some problems. Hold on. Now, okay, you know what? This is if. I think, should I be pooling the enemies? Are there any game devs out there with an opinion? Should I be pooling all the enemies, or is it fine to just spawn them in and then delete them? And then just destroy them? Do you think that's going to be... I mean, I know for bullets, you should be pooling them, because there's so many bullets and stuff, like in a video game, bullets and particle effects. But for, like, actual NPCs, I don't think I want that many. Depends on how often they die. The game usually you're running around. Let me do a little demonstration here. Thank you, Bucket.
Bucket wants to enter the Amy zone.
You want to, but 1 second. Let me do my demonstration here. You run around, you do all your platforming, and then let's say you get to this top point and there's one battle here, and then you can spawn in 10 enemies, and maybe if it's a crazy battle, you'll be spawning in 20 enemies total. Throughout the fight, there's 20. You just spawn them in, and then they die, and they despawn, and they spawn them in during the fight. Now, would that be too much, you think? How many until another scene is loaded? Google object pooling and when to use it. Thank you. Thank you, Google. When to use object pooling. And you know what? I think object pooling might... Can I do this? I think object pooling might be right, because I think the game lags a little bit when you spawn in an NPC from fresh. Oh yeah, in situations where the cost of initializing a class instance is high and the rate of instantiation and destruction of a class is high. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't pool like 30, because then I'd have to pool 30 of every single type of enemy. You know what I mean? Maybe I'd pool like 2 of every type of enemy. And then if people put more than 2, pool 90. There's no reason to pool 90. There's absolutely no reason to pool 90. Let's break out the calculator. Let's say you can bring in 10 dudes total. And let's say there's this feels like a lot, but let's say there's 30 different types of enemies in the game. That seems like a lot of unique enemies, so this is just like overkill. So 30 times 5. So when you load in a scene, it's going to pool 150 total. And that's just NPCs. Maybe I can do, let's see, 30 times 3. Let's pool 3. 90. Is that a lot to pool 90 NPCs? You already have a gosh dang ocean. What do you need a pool for? For variety. For variety. Why do you pool them per enemy? What? Why do you pull them per enemy? What do you mean? Why not? Well, because when you spawn in a donut dude, and this is a bare bones donut dude, there is a hiccup when you spawn them in. Also, if you pull the enemies, you need to do some cleanup handling for their death, but that should be simple. Okay. Now, I worked on Mogul Standalone, Smogul, and the pool. I pooled enemies because I wanted like hordes of enemies that kept respawning over and over again, and every time it spawned in an enemy, there was a what do you call it? A snag, a hiccup in the FPS, a spike, a little lag spike. It hanged. It was a hanging. There was a hanging going on. Sorry for the language. Well, Logan, when you get passionate, I understand. So anyway, there's a hang. So I think you don't want that hang to be there every single time you spawn in an enemy for the first time. So you're in the game. I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of annoying. That's going to bother me if I were playing my game and every time you wanted to spawn in an enemy. Right now, none of them are pooled. But you'll go up and you'll say pool, pool, pool. There will be at least, so if you spawn in 3, there will be no lag spikes. But if you put another one in and has to create a new one, there will be a lag spike there, unfortunately. But at that point, you would have pooled 4. So the next time you do that, it should go away. You know what I mean? Is pooling 90 enemies too much? And then I might pool also the enemies that spawn into the world, because the enemies that spawn into the world, the little battles, these little random, creatures walking around, I might pool, a couple of those as well. Pooping 90 enemies is a lot. You could use a pool that fills itself when required. It's a common object pooling paradigm. I see. Pool 1,000, see if I care. I feel like pooping 90 enemies is a lot. Seems the idea of pooling is to already have them exist and reuse them. No. Yes. You have them already exist. So let's say you pull out your wheel of enemies. You want the donut dudes. There should be some donut dudes already pooled, right? So when you spawn them in, they don't lag out the server. I need to fix this animation bug, but they don't, not the server, your computer. I mean the client. They don't lag out the client. Don't want them to, you don't want a little hiccup. You want the game to run smoothly. That's what I want, at least. I don't know about you. Like, preload 3 of each type, and for each additional one, add a new one to the pool. That's what I was thinking. But let's see. They're swimming? Yeah, they are swimming. Oh, yeah, Logan, have you seen the swimming, Logan? Logan? You can hop in the water now and swim. You can float, and he'll kind of, keep himself up, and then you can swim over here with a little water ripple. You can jump out and do this stuff. It's pretty cool. And then you can go over here. Whee! And then land in the pool, this little pool. Yes, there's an ocean and a pool. And then you can spawn your dudes in here, and they'll also swim. They can walk and swim. And then you can probably kill them in here. Yeah, you can. That's nice. There we go. Looking good. Thanks, Logan. Oh, thanks, Twitch Logan. Best practice would be enemies should be pooled. They become specific enemies when spawned in through parameters and such. That's more complicated. Too complicated. Yeah, that does seem too complicated. But yeah, that would be the way to go, especially if all enemy types share the same mesh/rig. Yeah, they won't though. They're going to have a different rig, different animations. They're going to have different sound effects, different states. They're going to be the enemies are going to be unique. Whether I like it or not, they're going to be unique. Well, what the? Bye. Where are you guys going? Okay, so they have some problems. Now that once they become pooled, they have some problems. But I know what's going on there. I just need to set them up so they're with pooling in mind. But we do that in Zoo Strikers. The meshes/armatures are their own prefabs that the player controller prefab selects and loads in when it gets the player info. Oh, I see. I see. So maybe I can spawn in. Maybe I can create a system that spawns in. Cause okay, let me show you what I have here. Take a look at the donut guy. I believe, and this may not be true for every enemy, but donut guy will have every creature here is definitely going to have a body and a character body script and a character actor script. But on the character body script, their height will be different and their width will be different. So that seems doable if I just had body and actor. But this one has generic health, and it's a generic health because that's the only script I have. But I assume other enemies will come in and they'll have their own custom health script because they're going to be interacting with the environment in different ways, and they're going to take damage differently, and they have their own special custom scripted data. But we're only dealing with 10 players. I don't know how you should go about it here. Oh, yeah. To me, I feel like I want the enemies to be very unique. This donut guy shares the logic with our player just because I needed to get something in very fast. They share the movement state, the water movement state, the falling state, and the sliding state, even though the sliding state should not be here. It makes no sense for it to be here. Time for some good old oop. I hate oop. Yeah. Oop. So I don't know. What would I have to do to spawn in the generic guy? I think that would help though. That would definitely help if I pooled like I don't know, 30 instead of 90, maybe 30 generic dudes that have a body and an actor. And then when they spawn in, it gives them the states that they want. Like maybe the logic is a prefab. But I pool just an empty object with a body and an actor. Using object pools are harder than not using them, so don't. Guy on Google. It is harder, but I do like a smooth game. There's a good reason why oop backwards is poo. Sorry for the language. Logan, come on. All right, listen. Actually, all right, listen. Speaking of Logan, the Jake Paul fight is on in 5 minutes. If anyone's watching that. I might go and watch that and make it a short stream today. And oh wait, I can cross out this though. Let's see. I also have family over and they're decorating for Christmas. So I'm kind of trapped and just locked in my room. You know what I mean? I should be out there or something. I don't know. Let's say done. It's November? Yeah, but who cares about well, here's the thing. Christmas doesn't last long enough, in my opinion. And nobody likes Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's not cool. So why not extend Christmas by starting it in November and then having an early Christmas dinner on Thanksgiving with all the Christmassy stuff, and then have another one on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then really go nuts. And then for the rest of the year, no Christmas. That's the way it should be done. It's just over so quick. Why not extend it? Get that apple cider in the air, that pine smell from the Christmas tree. Get that snow in the winter. For me, it's November. Tell them to stop. Tell them you got things to do. Old games used to pool a lot. I'll probably do pooling. I want it to be smooth. I don't want people's computers to blow up. So I'll probably, since I'm so early on in development for the enemies, I'll implement pooling. Whenever we decorate, we leave it up till February, but we start in December. I see. Be much more helpful if they all came to figure out this pooling. Yeah, that's true. Instead of me going to them, they come to me to figure out the pooling. Pooling is easy. Don't listen to the haters. How long do you think the fight is going to be? Because maybe I can just come back. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put the fight on here, and then I don't think I'm allowed to show it, but let me just see how it goes. You know. Let me just see how it goes. Here it is. Can I even see this? Is this legal for me to show? How's my game? How's my game doing? Can't wait to play. Oh, it's going really well. It's going really well. Let me show you. I don't know when's the last time you've been here, but it's made some nice progress. We have a little dude. As long as you don't hit play. Yeah, I can just send some crap on Discord. Oh, you did? Okay. Might be helpful or evil. Okay, thank you. I'll check it out in a second. But here we have our little guy. He runs around pretty smooth. You haven't seen this. Okay, cool. So, we can roll and dive and roll and then get the hammer out. It's like a magical sort of hammer. I don't know what it's going to be, but this is what it is now. You can do a combo and do a boom, 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 bang. And then dive. And we have all the normal features, wall sliding. You can roll up a ramp and go crazy. Whee! And then the camera zooms out. And the camera, we got a nice camera. That's the Nyckel cam. Great little sound effects. And then you can spawn in enemies. If you hold the left bumper, you can give a little spawn indicator. And you can do the right bumper to spawn in some enemies or some friendlies to help you fight. This game's really all about spawning these things in. And then there you go. They're running around. They're supposed to be fighting right now, but all they do is run around aimlessly. But that's the feature. And then you can also hop in the water. It's not death. It's not. I don't like it when games have water that is just death. I like to be able to swim. I was dreading it though, but it turned out not too difficult. Turned out to be not too difficult to implement. And now we're in the water and we can swim. And then we can also bring our dudes in the water and they can swim too. Looks ready to play. I know. I'm ready to ship tomorrow. Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot of gameplay going on. You can kill these dudes with your hammer if you can hit them. It's tricky in the water. I need like a water slam attack. There we go. You really have to hit the nail on the head. And you can bounce around with the hammer. It's pretty nice. You can despawn your dudes by just slamming into them. It's desummoning them, you know? It's bringing them back to the ghost realm or wherever they're coming from. It sends them back to heaven, I guess. You have a little pool up here as well. Need to crush some donuts. It's fun. It's fun. And then... Oh, okay. Oh, they just ran into the water. Now, they don't know how to get out of the water. That's their problem. Looks like fishing is officially in the game. Yeah, kinda. It's more of like a bowl of Cheerios, though, if you put enough. Now, Mick sent me something that could be evil, so hold on. This is a bowl of Cheerios right here, if you put enough enemies in. Because they turn it to milk. That looks creepy, all the arms, but yeah. But now that so many are in, I can actually despawn them all. Which is great. Before I couldn't even despawn them, so I just do this and they would lag out and I couldn't test anymore. You would play this bowl of chews every day. Thank you, Mind Sandwich. That's great to hear. I'm getting a lot of great feedback here. There are 6 people who have to fight before we get to see Mike Tyson. When is it on Steam? I don't know. There's no art for it. There's no visuals yet. I'm just trying to get the gameplay down first, making sure it's fun, and I kind of want to design the whole game. block out all the levels and just make it fun before the art gets in, or at least most of it. Have a sense of this is what the game is, and if it's fun and it works and it's, you know, exciting, then I'll start thinking about the visual side. But I think I'm definitely going with HDRP because it has this ocean. It's an endless ocean. You can just swim forever and never run out of ocean. And then you can put those pools in very easily, and they look pretty good. Oh, this guy's still swimming. But yeah, this is a game I've been working on for about like 40 years. I've restarted it a million times, and it feels like this is the version. I've failed in making it so many times that I finally gotten it to a point where it doesn't, you know, it's reminiscent of Mario, but it's still, you know, it has a unique feel with the hammer and all the other mechanics here. The roll, thank you, I'm a TV. I forgot about the Amy Zone too. Amy Zone's coming up in just a second. Let me check a few things. I got so much going on. Spawn enemies like a pro with object pooling. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at that in a second. Let me just figure out what's going on with this. I don't think I'm allowed to stream this. I don't even think it shows up. You literally cannot see it, but you can listen to it. I can describe to you what's going on.
Welcome to Fight Night.
Welcome to Fight Night. Today, we're gonna see Mike Tyson and Jake Paul punch each other in the ring. I don't know. It does this. It's so difficult to find clips that I want for my YouTube videos because I can't, like, oh, there's a great clip from this show or this movie, but I can't record it because OBS blocks it or something. I don't know. I think you need to turn off hardware acceleration for your browser. Is that what it does? Hardware acceleration? Is that the problem? Because I need that. Where's hardware acceleration? That's the API that allows browsers to know you're recording among other. Oh my goodness, really? How do I turn that off? Let's not click on my passwords or my credit cards. We don't want to see that, do we? That's too boring. Well, it's not in there. Settings? It's not in settings. Is it in developer? Extensions? Well, I don't think I'm allowed to show this anyway, but it's good to know for when I want to record some stuff. It's great to have you with us tonight. I'm Kate, and I'm joined by Andre Ward and Cedric the Entertainer. He's going to entertain us tonight. He's about to say something. Okay. Well, I can't do this. Let's watch this instead. What's the deal with this? What's the deal?
We are going to learn how to spawn enemies using object pooling. If you're wondering what is object pooling,
I am wondering. Let's see.
Reusing the same objects from a pool. Think about it this way.
Yes.
Let's say you have a game with 10 enemies.
Okay, that's 3.
They all have miniguns and they shoot really fast.
Okay, only one of them has a minigun and he's not shooting at all. Okay.
Have to instantiate thousands of bullets over a short period of time and also destroy them on impact, and that's very expensive.
Okay.
Instead, we can disable the bullets on impact, release them into a
right, but what about
active in the scene, and when the enemy shoots again, instead of instantiating new sets of bullets, we can just re-enable the inactive ones from the pool and make them go back to the shooting point.
Right, but what about not bullets? What about
single set of bullets.
What enemies?
And that's exactly what we are going to do with the enemy spawning. We are not going to spawn and destroy hundreds of enemies.
Andre the Giant is dead.
Use the ones who got disabled and released into the pool.
His brother, Andre the Entertainer, is taking over.
This is a scene that I made for the Navmesh system video.
This doesn't make sense. Just pretend the enemies are like giant walking bullets.
If you want, you can check it out.
Okay.
And what's happening here, we have a player, the green capsule, and he moves wherever I click on the map. We also have a red capsule, which is...
What's the code?
And we also need 2 private flow.
What are you doing? Spawner.
Now, let's create a reference to the enemy. So
right. Well, I know how to do a pooling system.
And we can call it the same name. Let's make a set pool function.
iPool object. Okay.
Object pool interface as a parameter.
Right.
And set the enemy pool to equal pool. And in the onTriggerEnter function, where the enemy usually got destroyed when he collided with the player,
right, instead of destroy, of course,
the enemy pool. So
release.
Release.
Of course. And the final result is what I already know. Sorry, Mick, I think it's just trap. I mean a crap. Your video quality is excellent. Your explanations are as well. Back to the documentary. All right, let me take I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, and I'll be back. Because I just want to, show my face to my family members that are there, just to say, hey, what's going on? I can't stay for very long. I don't want to hang out, and then come back up. Okay. So I'll be right back, and maybe I'll grab a French dip while I'm down there. How do I switch scenes? Okay, I'll be right back. Put my BRB screen on. Enjoy the music. Yeah, bye forever. That's true. Okay, let's go to the Amy zone. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. Make me. Hey, it worked.
We came dressed tonight, baby. Look at that.
I'm not allowed to show this. I'm gonna get banned.
It's fight night. I had to pull the drip out on them. It's fight night.
It's fight night. I'm about to pull the drip out on them. Is this it? What if I watched it really, really small? What if I watched it really, really tiny down there? Uh-oh. And what if I turned it down a lot? And what if I turn it down a lot and then on top of it, I put like a make it small and put it behind the text on the bottom. Oh, yes, okay. Right over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not going to get... Oh. Here we go. Let's watch. It doesn't get any smaller, unfortunately. But, like, you can't even see it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Nintendo Fight Music Innuendo. Who's this? This is not him. This is not Jake Paul. Who is that? Who even is that? Here we go. Make your game category Wii Boxing. That's Jake Paul. That's not Jake Paul. Is it? He looks more ethnic than I remember. That's, I don't know. What is this? Let's see. Nintendo Fight music? Does that exist? Battle music. Epic music. Alright, can we see what's going on? What does ethnic mean? I like ethnic. This is not what I signed up for. That's not what I signed with the Netflix for. Ima did say something about there being other matches first. Oh, you're right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna mute this and then I'm gonna... Can I go back? in a new tab. Here we go. And go back. Please do this. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, these fighters are not... Hey, wait a second. Why can't I see it more? Go down lower, please. If Twitch catches me watching this, my career could be over. Okay, so we have added generic health. That's done. Now we need to make the hammer do something. That's actually done as well. Done. Now let's set up the enemy and the generic health to work as a pooled object. Twitch won't catch you. I'll catch you though. Thank you. Thanks. What happened? Hold on. I heard a huge crash outside my door. All right. It was just Angelo crashing into things. Mike Tyson is outside my door. Let's see. Is he here yet? Oh. I can't show this. This is not legal. Okay. This is eye damageable. I think this needs to be eye poolable. And we have an on spawn. Can we do an on spawn? Hello? Void on spawn. How do I do this? How do I implement? I usually click this button, which gives me, where is it? There it is. On spawn, on despawn. That should fix all of my problems. Just by using their thing that they have. On spawn and on despawn. That's great. So on enable, forget that. On spawn, we're going to do our setup. We're going to make sure our health is equal to the max, make sure we're not dead, and change our start position to the new position. On despawn, who cares? Who cares, really? We're not going to be doing anything on despawn. We're just not. On respawn, no, forget that. We're not even going to have an on respawn anymore. Respawn doesn't exist. Right, this is all gone. This is all done. When we die, we're just going to despawn ourselves. If we're not using lean pull, then set active to false. If we are using lean pull, then let's despawn. Okay, so set active false and then on death despawn, and so we can be respawn if we're using lean pull, if we're pooling our dude. Now when we are on spawn, we do our little setup. That's nice. Now I want to see if this works too. I poolable. Pool label. Everybody, make sure to check your pool label. Make sure it's correct. I'm just joking around. Okay, we need to go. Okay, on enable? No. Let's do on spawn. Right? No, because that's not always going to happen. Let's do on enable. Now, on despawn, nothing. But when we spawn in, let's do animancer.stop. Let's stop everything. And then on stop, and if our character state controller dot current state is this, is movement state. I guess this doesn't work. Then let's do enter. Let's just call enter behavior. From state. Oh, I don't even know. Time dot delta time, and then from state. I don't know. Character state controller dot current state, whatever it is. Oh wait, that's if it. Oh, it's from state. This one. Wait, we can't do that? I need an actual physical state? What? Whatever. Same thing. Okay. The Mike Tyson's Punch-Out category on Twitch is going crazy. Is it? Is that what they're doing? Okay. Look, right now it looks like Mike Tyson is, he's getting winded. You can tell his knees are shaking already. Oh, we just got a good hit on Jake Tyson. Okay, so when on spawn is called, then we just call enter behavior again, which will do the enter behavior things as God intended. Cool. Wait a second. Can I? When we spawn, can I get the character state controller dot enqueue transition into this one? Just enqueue us into our own state? If that works, that would be fantastic. Put us into this epic state. All right. I don't know if that works. Let's take a look at the fight. Oh, Mike Tyson is dead. He's on the ground. He has been murdered. That is horrible. But he's still going. Even though he's dead, he's still going. Alright, so if I put... Okay, that's using lean pool. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look at our characters. Excuse me. Here we go. Put this guy in. Kill him. Put him in again. No. That didn't work. Okay. But what if I did this? Go back to this version. Make it 1 pixel? I don't know how. I think having all this text in the way is pretty good, and having it so small, there's no way it's gonna be able to, content ID me. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. Unless there's a guy from Twitch in my chat, nothing bad is gonna happen to me. That's just a fact. Okay, now, boom, 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 boom. Kill him. Kill that guy. There we go. You'll call my Twitch. You'll call your Twitch contact. You have no Twitch contacts. That's sad. Okay, this is not working at all. Can we bring up the lean pool PDF? My rigid body velocity is being... Okay, how do I write custom spawning, despawning code? Yes, okay. On enable... Okay, wean pool will activate and deactivate fuel when pulled. When a component is deactivated, Unity sends it an on disable message and was on enable. Okay, use on spawn and on despawn. If you use notification equals send message setting. Wait, how do I change that? Is that what I don't have that or something? Tools. Let's see. It's got to be in my... Where is he? Where is it? Lean. It's in the plugins. CW. Lean pool. Guide. No. Extras. Scripts. No. Required. Documentation. Scripts. No. Where's the settings? That's not it. Who's your Twitch contact? Ninja? He can't do anything to me. If you use the notification equals iPoolable setting, the lean pool will call the on spawn and on despawn methods. Is it not calling that right now? Is it because it's being created automatically? What's this little bird doing here? Okay. Oh, the guys from that show are here. Squid Game. Alright, now let's put this here. 3, 4, 5. Okay, lean pool, donut guy. Warnings, capacity, strategy, notification, iPoolable. That's like by default. Okay. iPoolable. But when is that called? On any components attached to your prefab clone that implement the iPoolable interface. It is the recommended approach because it makes the intent of your code clearer. However, if you can use on enable and on disable instead, that may give you slightly better performance, and I won't. If you need to reset the state of a child game object, then you can use the game on enable and on disable. But I can use that, can't I? That does help with performance, it'd say. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that instead. On enable and on disable. Maybe I should do that. Okay, whatever. On enable. Yep. I feel like I need something. Here's what I'll do. I'll create a generic thingy. How do I get rid of this gosh darn thing? There's no way to hide this. I go back to the tab. Oh, I was in the documentation? Okay, well, okay, then I can't read the documentation, whatever. Game, scripts, character, create a new one, new script, and call it, and I'm gonna call the new script, what should this be called? Character, spawn manager. Yeah. We're reaching peak viewers. Nice. How many? 40? We have 50 viewers? I don't know what it is, but you struggling with pooling is fascinating. It is? Well, I should struggle with pooling more often. We got 9 million? Holy! Holy niceness. on enable, on disable, and on awake. We have awake here. And then we need a private. No, private. Character actor. Actor. Yes. And now actor equals get component character actor. Most popular person on the platform right now. Really? Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. It's good to be number one again. For the first time. Okay, so maybe on start? Start. It's all regulars? Hey. What's going on, everybody? All my regulars, all my regular fans. Not those freaky fans that we don't like to mention. Character, I'm looking for a character state controller. Controller. Call this state controller. Can I bring this in? Can I use the implementation here? Great. Now, state controller equals get component in children, character state controller. Thank you. Now on enable, we're going to get our state controller, and then we're going to do... Is there a force state? Yes, force the state, please. To... Oh, can I... Yeah. Force state, state controller. Is there a default? Is there an initial state? There it is, initial state. Can I do that? Does that code work? Yes! Okay, so it resets that. Okay, that's nice. I hope this works. Conk. Hey, Conk. Conk 1984. Conks are regular. They're regularly and consistently epic. Now I put the character spawn manager in here. Now we have a great, let's move, yeah, right there. And then let's get our little dude, our little donut guy, and see if this works. Character spawn manager. I'm just trying to fix the problem where the donut guys like get stuck in the floor and they don't know what they're doing anymore, sort of thing. Okay, so donut man, I'm gonna spawn in 3. 1, 2, 3. Kill them all, and spawn in 3 more. 1, 2, 3. It worked! Yay! Now they spawn in like it's nobody's business. Great. Now, same thing with the let's go into their behavior and their logic. Their brain. They have an AI behavior. So now they have an awake. And now I need an on enable and an on disable. Instead of setting their home position on awake, I'm going to set their home position on enable. And I'm also going to I'm going to set their last input change time equal to -1000, and our last avoid edge time equal to just a reset to how to the default values. And also input equals vector 3.0. Yes, great. I feel like I want to rename input to move direction. Okay. This can be removed as the value assigned to it is never read. What? You're right. I think I got rid of that feature. Great. Can I delete this? Thank you. Perfect. Let's see what's going on in the fight. Okay, Mike Tyson's winning. You've never been here before, Bucket? Welcome to the stream. Why does it have like a number 1 next to your name? We have one new viewer and his name is ND Bucket. Welcome. Welcome so much to the stream. All right, so now I have a problem. I had a bug, which I will see if I fixed. Go up this ramp. So the bug was these guys. I spawn them in here. They all hop into the water, right? Run into the water. I kill them. That's not the bug. That's working as intended. But now it thinks their home is up here in the water. It thinks that they think they live up here or something. So now when I go over here, they're all gonna try and migrate towards the pool. Unless I fixed it. And it looks like it's fixed. All right. Awesome. Incredible. Now it says something about spawn manager 22 null reference. Null reference? What's the null reference? On enable on spawn manager 22. State controller dot force state controller initial state. I see. I don't know when state controller. Eventually it finds it, but it doesn't find the state controller right off the bat. For some reason. Wait, is it not working? Wait. What? The animation's fixed, but it's not working? How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense at all? Okay, so it doesn't work on my guy when I first spawn in. Alright, now we spawn this dude in. Okay, it's null. I kill him. But when he comes back, it's not null. That's weird. What's null here? Let's figure that out. Print state controller. Print state controller dot initial state. Let's just figure out what's the null thingy. It's got to be the state controller, right? Why would it be null? That doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. Okay, null and null. All right, here we go. Let's spawn in the dude. And what is null? Null. 23? 23. Okay, so they're both null. I mean, it's not both null. The state controller is null. Only momentarily is the state controller null, though. Let me take a closer look. Character state controller. Is this not it right here? This has got to be. Why is it null? Get component in children. It is a child, is it not? I should be able to get this on awake too. Get component in children, character state controller. Then I'm going to print state controller. Then on enable, I'm going to print state controller again. But this time I'm going to say enable. And I'm going to do awake. Awakel. What's the problem here? Too bad you won't remember me. Shame, really. Yeah. But you just have to say that thing that you say. You know? To get them to remember you. Alright, who's dead? These guys are still going. Freaking boring. That's a boring fight, as they say. Bring in a dude. Awake. Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm sorry. Awake states. Enable states. Null reference exception. Excuse me. Force state. On line 20? So initial state is not set to anything. Why? Wait, why? Wait, why? Wait, why? How is initial state not set to anything? Here's what I'll do. If state controller and state controller, wait, if state controller dot initial state is equal to null, then return. And then we'll print here to make sure it's running. I'm okay with it on because on the initial state is fine, because when the game first runs, it automatically sets it as the initial state. And if this only works on the next respawn, that's fine, because that's exactly the only time I need it. Forcing state, state controller dot initial state dot name. Get rid of this. This should do it. This should do it. This should win. Let's see how that fight's going. Not good. Oh my goodness. Jake Paul is being, oh my goodness. Oh, beating the tar out of each other. Time's up. It's over. He got punched in the face like 40 times. That's crazy. All right. This should work. Especially since I previously established hours ago that I wouldn't remind someone who I am if they forgot me. It's in my lore now. I can't take it back. That's exactly what I was thinking. Forcing state, movement state. Wait, it still did it even though it's null? What? What's not, wait. It is, what's, what? The initial state is good. Everything is good except when I call force state. You know what? I'm just going to call it, I'm just going to create a bool called first spawn. equals true by default. And then set it to false when we do this. How about that? And then just do if first spawn. Oh wait, no. So if first spawn, then return, and then call first spawn equals false. So next time it calls it, so it just only calls it the second time. Because I don't know what's going on with my character state controller stuff. Now for $1 million, this will work this time. For $1 million trillion, it's gonna work now. Here we go. There's not going to be any errors in the console. Are you paying us if it doesn't work? Yes. Every single one of you is getting $1 million if it doesn't work. Look, no error. Now let's spawn this dude in. No error. Kill him. Bring him in. His animation's still working. That seems to be good. I don't like this thing. Can I get rid of this? This print? I don't care about that anymore. Now I just want to make sure it's actually calling it ever. Forcing state. And then let's get this state and the state's name. And that's all it needs. That's all it needs to happen, really. It doesn't. The first spawn, I'm getting those errors, but I don't care. It's just all I care about is the second spawn, which, you know, everything works on the second spawn, second and third spawn, whatever. Now I can play. Now it's gonna work. Yeah, so now you guys owe me $1 million. Everyone, all 9 million viewers, all owe me 1 million each. Get this out of the way. Okay, no errors. Spawn them in. No print. Spawn them in again. There we go. Then it works. So it only does it on the second spawn. Or after the first spawn. Perfect. Perfect. Woo-hoo! So now we have that spawn manager to reset these guys to their original state. That's fantastic. Works beautifully. Fixes their animation. It does everything it needs to do. Awesome. Now I can move on. Everything is working perfectly. And also, now that I figured out that, I think maybe Smoggle, I could fix a couple of the bugs on Smoggle. Actually, I've fixed a lot of bugs in other projects that Smoggle had. So if I go back to Smoggle, it's going to run a lot smoother. I had a problem in Smoggle where I put 10 enemies in and it would your frame rate would dip to 10 FPS. I figured out why. So now I can actually have hordes of people in that game. Because he beat Go Prophecy just now? And we bet he wouldn't? Yeah. Meow. 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 Alright, what are they doing over here? Is that Mike Tyson right there? He can't be here. He's got to be in the fight. Oh, that's not him. That's not Mike Tyson. Whoops. Okay. I'm still waiting on Mike Tyson. Awesome. Pooling. Pooling done. I just need to pool the enemies now. Have a pooling system to pool a bunch of enemies before they spawn in. But that's for the future. But no, they're pooling ready. They're ready to be pooled. 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 Spawn them in. Perfect. Where's the generic health, actually? Actually, where's the generic health? Actually, where is it? Break this open. Let's not make this an eye poolable. Let's just do Whoops. Let's just do on enable, on disable. And on enable, just do the setup. Simple as that. Great. And on death, if this is a pooled object, you know what? I can actually just check, I think. If lean pool is lean pool dot. Can I not check? Can I not check? Despawn. Allows you to despawn a clone via component with optional delay. Links? I just want to check if an object is a pooled object. Mike Tyson's talking. No, what is this mix? I hate this mix. Let's do this mix. Actually, I like this mix, part 1. This one's the best one so far. Get this dog out of here. How do I increase the performance even more? Let's see. Why do I get warnings? No. Spawn, despawn. That's it. I forget what I was even looking for. Who are these guys? All right. Enough. Oh! Enough with the pooling. Enough with the pooling junk. I think no more pools? Yeah, no more pools. You can't even swim? That's sad. That is sad. Although I'm gonna swim right now because I just feel like swimming in the pool. I just wish I had some sound effects. I don't really want sound effects. I mean, I don't want to put the sound effects in because I'm lazy. I don't know if I have sound effects for it in my sound effect pack or something. I think I might have like a water pack. It would be nice to just hear it too. Hear the swimming. That would be pretty good. I would really bring everything together. All right, let me see if I have it. Do I have a... Oh. What? Make a placeholder ones with your voice? Oh, well maybe. Can Fmod... Fmod... I wonder if Fmod can do that. And by that, I mean... allow me to directly record something with a microphone. That would be very useful. I don't think it has a recording option. Fmod Studio record mic. You can? Well, it says it's only supported through the API. Can it be done? Assets? Can I create a new asset? No. Can I create a new event? Character? I'll create a folder. Generic. New folder. Swimming. New event. water, enter. Can I record? Testing, testing. No, it's an audio track. Farting on my roommate's door break. Did that object pulling video help? No, it didn't. But I fixed it anyway. It works. Everything's working properly. The little nugget guys, they get spawned in pretty good. And I have a system where I can reset everything properly. So I don't see me having too many troubles with that in the future. Everything's looking up and amazing. I don't know how to Fmod recording the player's voice and playing it back. No, just how do I record? No, I don't want to record the player's voice. No, I want to record my own voice. I don't want to go open like Audacity or something. Do I have to open Audacity? I'm about to make some sound effects. I need to pause everything. I'm gonna make some sound effects. Pause. Pause everything. Record the player's voice and they become the audio. I don't know how to do that. Skip that update. Recording device. This one. Testing. Ha. Okay, that's not right. It needs to be mono, please. Hello. All right, so here's the sound effect. It's going to be entering water. I think I don't like that little in the beginning. What does splashing into water sound like? Splash. No, it's got to be instant. Like a. You have water sounds in your sound effects YouTube channel? Okay, let's see. What was it called? Brody's free sound effects. There it is. You have water sounds? Sink dripping.
Hey there, this is a sink dripping sound. Hey there, this is a sink dripping sound effect. I've been working hard at this one.
I can barely hear. He has some good sounds. I'm looking for more like swimming sound effects. This one's good if I had a sink, maybe. He has a good baby sound. Where is that? Sniffing, drinking, crunching. I don't see baby. Drinking? That's kind of like water.
Hey, thank you for downloading this drinking pack. Here it is.
Here it is. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. 5 years ago, huh? What's this?
Hey everybody, I just gotta give a quick.
What is this? Is this a different channel? Is this a different channel? With the same name? With new sounds? Realistic pooping sound? Realistic?
Quick warning before we start this that this is not intended for children. Anyways, here is baby dying sound effects. Here we go.
That's horrible. That's horrible. It's moving. Yeah, it's moving. You're right. It is moving. Mama, no. So that implies the mama is killing the baby. That was realistic.
Hey, welcome back. Here are my Michael Jackson sound effects. Here you go.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Yippee. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. I could be H&M.
For some reason, I was expecting something different, but that was pretty good. Male, oh yes.
Captain's log number 153. These are my voice sound effects for oh yeah. All right, here goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You should have done 6,000 of these. Where's the next one? You do one every 2 years? You do a new pack every year? Oh, yeah. The pooping one sounds real? Yeah, I'm afraid to click on it. I don't really want to click on that.
Hey there. These are realistic.
It's already begun.
Hey there. These are realistic pooping sound effects.
Don't do the pooping one. Turn it off.
Here you go.
Oh, God. This is real audio of you pooping. Sounds real. Okay, I wouldn't do something like this, I guess. If it were me, I would not be recording myself pooping. Car driving is a highly is highly used. Oh, car driving. Interior.
Welcome back to Brody's Sounds. Today I'm gonna be doing a car sound. Here I go. Well, that's all I could muster up.
That's all I could do. Okay, can I use it in my video? No answer. I guess that was a no. Are people not allowed to use these in their video? Wow. Unfortunately, nothing I can use for my game. I need they are copyright free? Not using? Okay. The sounds are only for listening, not you. Okay. I gotta. I think that might be too long. It's gonna get annoying. Let's do it's too quiet. Let's do that kind of works. Let's see if I can add distortion to it or something. Let's just do a hard overdrive. That's not gonna work. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna fade out. Okay, now let's mute this one, add a mono track, and then record this one. This is gonna be swimming. Which one of these sounds good? That first one sounds pretty good. The rest of these are too. That's a good one. Okay, that's good for swimming. Oh. That one's pretty good for swimming. And I'll fade it out just to make sure. Mute it. Add a mono track. All right, now. What's another water thing? I think that's it. Wait, that's it. It's just entering the water and then, let's have this one leave the water and let's have one where I enter the water. So it's like a more of a reverby thing. Okay, why is this muted? That's good. Turn this up. Cut it here, fade it out. There we go. This is leave the water. This is swim in the water. This is enter the water. That's good. All right. Oh. What's this called? I'll call this enter water. Export audio. Current selection. Enter _ water. Export now. Now, export current selection. Swim in water. And exit water. Perfect. And done. Oh, Jake Paul's winning. We have enter water. Swim in water. Exit water. Okay, 3 different sound effects. That's pretty good. Water enter. Banks, assets. Put a new folder. Water. And put these things in there. There we go. Now we're good. So, enter water. Put this in. And add a object, a spatializer or an object spatializer? Spatializer? And then do from 5 to 40 to 50 to 60. You gave the people what they wanted. I was tired of fake sound effects. Well, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, water enter, exit water. Copy, paste, water, exit, delete this, put the exit water file in here. Everything's pretty much the same. Okay, now one more. The water, swim, delete this, go into swim in the water. There we go. You were disappointed in the sound effects community's commitment to creating realistic sounds. Yeah, I'm always searching for sounds on YouTube and they just don't. They don't work. They don't work. Why is it that whenever I make a video, I find out that you made the same thing 5 years ago before me? I used to make sound effects. I got suspended too many times. They're trying to silence your noise? What noises were you making that needed to be silenced? Increase the randomness of this pitch. You didn't make anything like well, I made a sound effects. I've made a free sound effects related video, and then you never done a top 10, huh? That's true. That's true. I do a couple top 10s, kind of like Mojo. Watch Mojo. Noise that shouldn't have been going out of your mouth. The world needed to hear. You mean, were you like saying words that are you were canceled for saying a couple words? Is that what you're saying? Ooh. All right, let's build these things. Let's build this crap. Okay. Yeah, you could say I was canceled. Okay, that's actually sad. What happened to free speech? What happened? You can't even make noises out of your mouth that sound like things anymore. It's kind of just depressing at this point. All right, I need audio, serial field, private, event. Event? What do I need? Do I not have sounds? Event reference, yeah. That's what I need. Event reference. Enter water. Same thing over here. Exit water. Exit water. Nope. Exit water. I guess the world isn't ready for a white man to do a Jazz the Transformer impression. I don't, I vaguely remember who that is. You're going to have to send a link to that one so I can really understand the injustices that have been happening to you. I shouldn't be doing sound effects for the water. This is kind of wasting time, but whatever. Okay, movement state, break event. How do I play a sound again? Oh, just like that. All right, that's good. Water movement state. Wow, this codes are kind of all over the place, but enter water. And then as soon as we exit, actually, I only want to play the sound. Oh, okay. I see. See, I'm not allowed to say that because of cancel culture, because of woke, I think. So if I can't even say it just because I'm reading it, that's how you know the world is so messed up. That's how you know the world is so messed up. When do I leave exit behavior? There we go. Let's leave the water. Now I need a swim. Enter water. Water enter. Exit water. Water exit. Go to the foot dust script. No. I want the animation to call this. I'm going to put it in foot dust. Public void swim. Swim event. Swim. Great. Okay. We're good. Now you should be so much more immersed in the ocean now that I have all the sound effects ready to go. I have to set up my little event thing. Water, swim. Yes. Now all I have to do is go to my water movement state. Yes. And then go to my swim mixer. Yes. And go to my swim forward. Yes. Animation. Yes. Down to events. do the sound effect for when you push out right here. Call this swim. Great. Apply. Here we go. We're going to be swimming like crazy now. It's going to work. You say that every day. You're going to have to add Jazz and me and Bling money. There you go. This is horrible. This is awful. This is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. That's terrible. Ugh. That's awful. That's actually that's terrible. I'm gonna have to turn this down. It's really it's really in your face. And I need to crank up the pitch a lot to make it really. Maybe not. Maybe put the pitch down. Just make it have a subtle pitch shift. Save. F7. Okay. And closing. And opening. All right. Here we go. Now it's good. That'll work. That's actually much more tolerable. It kind of works. Maybe water exit. Water exit can be turned down. I think the pitch. Just the pitch in general. Turn the pitch up for a couple of these, just in general. A little more. Okay, save. F7. This is much better. I think this is going to be much better. This was not on the to-do. But I still got a lot done. That a lot of things that were not on the to-do. Now, are they fighting yet? What's going on? This is Karate Kid. The actor from Karate Kid. Here he is. Oh, they're showing a trailer for Karate Kid. Mike isn't fighting for another 2 hours? Okay, well. Who cares? Okay, let's hop in this water. It's gonna be good. That's horrible. That's awful. This swimming is not bad. It's swimming. The swimming sound is kind of on par with It's actually on par with like a Nintendo 64 game. I also need to add like a generic water moving, pushing around sound effect. But yeah, I'm not immersed by this at all. This is horrible. Do the donuts make the sound too? I haven't set them up, but they should. Yeah, they should. Let me go to my prefabs here for the donut guy. Movement state. It should have, no, not movement state, water movement state. Enter water. Oh, sorry, water. Enter. Water. Exit. And then go to the model and add the swim event. Swim. Yeah, so that should work for those guys right now. I think I'm going to end stream after this and go eat dinner or something. And then that's it. So this is good. There they go. That works. You can swim under the bridge? Ooh, you can swim under the bridge. But then you can, your head, oh, then you can drown? Oh, no way, that's cool. Wait a second, you can actually drown if you want. That's nice. That's a good mechanic. And look at that, with the Nyckel Cam, the camera won't automatically just zoom in right here. Oh, that's gotta be... That's actually... Keep this... I gotta keep this in mind for some level design later. A little secret area. Swim underneath this thing. Yeah, that could be good. Hey guys. Sounds like an ocean in here. Woo! That's a deep wave. I love this water. I had nothing to do with it, really. This is all just default. This is all just default Unity. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna make a big splash. I'll be back maybe on Monday. And I'll be playing a game. Maybe. Maybe I'll do another dev stream. Who knows? Who cares? Good night and good evening. Play Elden Ring. I have to work on a video over the weekend. I'll probably not work on this game at all over the weekend to avoid burnout. Take a break. That's how they do that, right? It's always darkest before the dawn. Do not go gentle into that good night. I don't know what any of that means. But I'll see everybody later. I'll see you everybody soon. Have a great dessert and good night and goodbye.